Hello, good morning. Welcome to Hoffman Lexus. My name is Alex Gallant, and today I'm going to be taking you through the IS 350 F Sport, totally redesigned vehicle this year. I really like what they're doing with this car. Now, first thing you're going to notice up front is you have the spindle grille, and that's going to have a waterfall effect all the way down to these large functional air vents. Those are not just cosmetic air vents, so those will help cool the motor in here. Speaking of, under the hood, you're going to have a 3.5 liter V6 engine. This is the bread and butter motor with Lexus. It's tried and tested. It's as reliable a motor as you could find in the auto industry. Now, this engine is going to produce about 311 horsepower and 280 foot-pound of torque, so this vehicle is very quick. Right up here on the windshield, you'll notice a camera. That camera is going to control the Lexus Safety System 2.0. Now, that's going to keep you centered in your lane, and it's also going to stop you from veering off the road on either side. The other set of features are built into this front emblem here, and if you were coming in too fast and somebody was standing on the brakes, what's going to happen is this vehicle is going to warn you to brake, and then in event of emergency, actually hit the brakes for you to avoid rear-ending somebody. It'll do the same thing if a pedestrian or a bicyclist were to cross your front of the vehicle as well. Now, right over here on your headlight, you'll notice this has the upgraded headlight display with Lexus. It's called triple beam. That's what these three boxes here are for. Now, those are LED headlights, very impressive when they're lit up at night, and they offer a very good visibility on this vehicle. On the side, you're going to have a 19-inch forged alloy BBS wheel. And this vehicle is actually one of the first of the dynamic handling package. So you're going to have a double wishbone suspension in this vehicle and a limited slip differential in the back. Now, on each four tires, you're going to have adaptive shock absorbers, and that's going to make for a really nice ride. When you come around the curves in this vehicle, you're always going to feel balanced and poised to be able to get back on the accelerator. Now, your turn signal is going to be built in here on your mirror, and these are breakaway mirrors. So if somebody were to hit you coming this way, the hope is that they're going to flex rather than snap. And part of the Lexus Safety System 2.0 is that you're going to have your blind spot monitor on each mirror as well. Now, you'll notice on the side of the vehicle, you have all these beautiful body lines in this car. I love how they made the arch come down and almost meet this bottom body line coming up. It makes for a nice wide stance here in the back, and it's part of what gives it such a nice sporty look. Now, if you want to come with me around to the tail of the vehicle, let me show you the rear end over here. So the first thing you're going to notice when you come around to the back end of the 350 F Sport is the carbon fiber spoiler. Beautiful finish that they did on here, really nice touch. And you'll have the dual exhaust down low, which is going to give you a really nice throttle note inside this vehicle. And it also gives it a nice sporty look in the back. And then they tie it all together here down low with the gloss black rear diffuser. Now, just like the headlights up front, the taillight display is really impressive in this vehicle. So you have the singular taillight that's going to go all the way across. When this is lit up at night, it's beautiful, it's bright. Other drivers will know you're there. You know, they're going to see you with that, and it's going to be distinguishable as a Lexus. I'll tell you what, most of the other features are actually going to be inside. Let me show you in the trunk first. Now, inside the trunk, you're going to have a good-sized trunk space. It's actually 10.3 cubic feet of space. Plenty of room for your golf clubs and day-to-day items. And then every new Lexus is going to come with a first aid kit, which is always nice in the event of emergency. As I'm pulling this down, you'll see your backup camera. That backup camera is HD quality, so you'll have very good visibility from inside the vehicle when you put it in reverse. Why don't you come around to the passenger side, we'll take a look inside. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice when you're getting into the IS 350 is the perforated leather. Really nice, soft to touch. These seats have a great bolster to them, so they'll hug you in place as you're going around the curves. These seats make it so that you're very comfortable while you're cornering in this vehicle. You're going to want to be hitting those curves with a little bit of speed. Now, right up here on the dash, you'll notice, starting all the way over to your right, is the circular air vent. Now, I really like that they finished it that way this year. I think it's a really impressive look. It's easy to maneuver, and it's a nice finish up there on the dash. Gunmetal finish here in the center with the analog clock. Nice classic look, ties everything together here in the center of the car. And you're gonna have the gloss black dashboard here. Now, you do have your climate control on these two little rivets to slide up and down for your temperature. Of course, you have dual climate in this car. Now, one great feature that I love with Lexus, when you put on your rear defroster in the wintertime, side view mirrors will defrost as well. Now, This car does have a CD player. That's gone the way of the dodo with a lot of other brands. Lexus still uses the CD player, which I love because I have plenty of customers asking me for that on a regular basis. And you do have the Mark Levinson sound system in this car. So you're gonna have a 17 speaker audio system, very good quality radio. Now this car is equipped with the premium package. So this is gonna come with heated and cooling seats. And one feature we love up here in New England when it gets real cold out is the heated steering wheel. That's a nice touch in here. Up above my head, I have the full moonroof. Now that's very easy to operate with these controls right here. You can tilt it open, you can slide it all the way back, whatever you need. Right up here, you do have the SOS button, which I hope you never really have to hit, but it's very nice to have in case of an emergency. You can get in contact with an ambulance, a fire department, police, whatever you may need. Now you can also talk to a Lexus rep through this. So that's nice if you ever need remote assistance or you have an issue inside the vehicle. And sometimes you may need them to help you out with something on the app here and there. Now, you're gonna have a 10.3 touchscreen display in this car. And you can also control that through the mouse pad down here. You can do it either or. But this is Apple CarPlay compatible, so it's as simple as plugging in your cell phone here. You can also do Android Auto in this car too. But essentially what happens is you plug in your cell phone, it's going to come up here on the screen. You can use your own apps like Spotify, Waze, Google Maps. Anything you use day to day in your cell phone will come right up here on the screen of the car. Now this car will have built-in navigation as well, so it's a matter of preference which way you want to use it. Now, of course, you have a push-button start in this car with a smart key. Over here on the steering wheel, you have all the safety controls. What I love about Lexus is you can customize these safety controls. You can turn them on and off. Maybe it's one specific feature you may not like, or you want to customize how it works. You can really go wild with customizing those. Automatic windshield wipers and headlights and high beams too. So on a dark road at night, your high beams will come on. That's a nice feature. You never have to touch the headlight display. And then on the left side of the steering wheel here too, you do have voice commands. Now the brain of this car is Amazon Alexa. So simple commands, you can say pretty much anything you need to the car and it'll get it done for you, and you can keep your focus on the road. Now on the steering wheel here, you have a nice thick grip up here, and you're also gonna have this nice baseball style stitching. And up here on top, they have the wood finish. I love this steering wheel. When you let it go and it slides through your fingers, it's very smooth and it's easy to transition with. Other than that, one other feature that I personally love that Lexus does is the active sound control. So you can actually control the sound from the engine and the exhaust of this vehicle to either hone it to sound more like a sports car, or maybe you want a quieter ride that day. The choice is yours, and Lexus loves giving that option to the driver. Other than that, Lexus always offers a phenomenal ride. It's really an incredible vehicle. It's very smooth, and yet it's very powerful and sporty. So you really have to drive this car to get a full feeling for how impressive it really is. But I just wanted to say thank you for your time, and thank you for choosing Hoffman, driven by trust.